Hello, my little rabbits. My name is Pat Flynn. I have a beard, which means you should listen to me, obviously. And today, I'm going to ask you a question. And that question I'm going to ask you is the desert island question. And then I'm going to ask myself that question, and I'm going to answer that question. What is the, this is a ridiculous video. We're going with it. We're going, don't hit the stop button. What is the desert island question? You've probably heard variations on this before. It goes like this. Hey, if you could only bring 2 books or 2 people or 2 pieces of meat to a desert island, what would they be? And the purpose of this question is not to get you to just read those 2 books or talk to those 2 people or eat those 2 pieces of meat for the rest of your life. The purpose of this question is to get you to focus on what is most important and effective for the goals or the outcomes that you, my dear gentle listener, want to achieve. And in this video, I want to ask this question in relation to exercise. What 2 exercises would you bring to a desert island if those were the only 2 exercises you could ever do by yourself on a desert island? And I'm going to answer that question for you. And I'm going to answer that question from the perspective of kettlebell training. And I think you'll be surprised at what my answer is not. Hint, it is not the kettlebell swing, and it is not the Turkish get-up. So let's back up a little bit and again talk about the importance of this question and what it is supposed to facilitate and what it is not supposed to facilitate. So if somebody asked me, Pat, what are the 2 drinks you would bring to the desert island? There's not 2, there's just 1. It's old granddad. What are the 2 people you would bring to the desert island? It would be Barney and Mr. Rogers. Not because I have anything to learn from them, I just think it would be an interesting cage match. But if you ask me, what are the 2 most important exercises you would bring to a desert island, assuming I could only bring kettlebells, it's not the kettlebell swing, not because I don't love the kettlebell swing, not because I don't think the kettlebell swing is awesome, it's just that I don't think it's the absolute best bang for buck kettlebell exercise on the market. And I'm looking for return on investment, baby. I'm looking for efficiency. Same thing with the Turkish get-up. Have pretty much only good things to say about that exercise. I program it all the time for myself and my clients. But again, if I only have 2, it's not my pick. The Turkish get-up is not the old granddad of kettlebell exercises. Now, if you've been following me for any stretch of time, then you probably will have guessed that the 2 exercises I'm going to pick are double kettlebell exercises. Now, the reason I'm focusing on double kettlebell exercises is because 2 kettlebells, in a lot of cases, is better than 1 kettlebell. Why? Because you just get to use more load. And if you're interested in building as much strength and muscle as possible, load is a difference maker. Now, let me explain the 2 exercises, let me justify the decision, and then let me give you an awesome workout that you can use at home, on a desert island, or wherever else to get impressive results with. So the first exercise that I am bringing to the desert island with me is, of course, the double kettlebell clean and press. Now, this is kind of cheating because this is, I guess, technically 2 exercises, but we're just going to call it 1. So the double kettlebell clean and press is my first selection because it seamlessly blends strength and power. You have an explosive hinging lower body exercise that's going to build that power from the hips, that explosive hip action. It's going to help you shape your glutes. It's going to help you, glutes. Yes, your glutes. It's going to help you shape your glutes and gloop your gloopies. And from the gloopies, you'll globule all over the gloopy poopy. So there's the first exercise, and that's your reason. Okay, my second exercise selection I think is a necessary complement to the double clean and press, and that is the double kettlebell front squat. 2 kettlebells in the rack, you squat as low as you can, you pause briefly at the bottom, and then you explode up. Phenomenal for building strength and muscle in the lower body. Also, a really sneaky but effective core exercise. You have to wrestle the weight out in front of you. It's similar to a Zercher squat in some ways, but you don't have to rest the weight on your elbows, which is nice, and really helps to improve your posture. You really have to fight against the weight because the weight wants to kind of collapse you or pull you forward, so you have to keep that long, tall spine. It is undoubtedly one of the best full body kettlebell exercises, but it's going to explode your lower body in all the best ways imaginable. So in terms of bang for buck kettlebell exercises, I don't think you can beat the double clean and press and front squat. Many kettlebell exercises are amazing and worth doing, but if I can only take 2 to a desert island, it's those 2 that are coming with me with the Schlitz and old granddad. Now, I want to hear your selections in the comments, but before you go, let me give you a quick workout. This is something I've been experimenting with. I think it's a great way to just build strength and muscle and to improve your conditioning in a short amount of time. We're going to use EMOM, the EMOM tool. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute, and we're going to alternate between double clean and press and front squat. But pay attention because this setup here is a little different. One of the reasons that EMOM is limited for building strength and power is because the rest periods are very short. So for EMOM sets, you work your set at the top of the minute, and then you do your set, and however much time you have left in the minute is your rest period. Now, if you're doing a lot of heavy, high rep stuff, it catches up to you and you have to either drop weight or use more rest. So it's kind of limited for strength and power and muscle. It's more of a conditioning tool, but here's a way you can tweak it, I think, to get the best of all worlds. So we'll go minute 1, double clean and press for somewhere between 6 to 8 reps. And I want you to go heavy with that. I want you to really struggle to hit those final few reps. Then minute 2, we will perform front squat for just 2 reps. So you're just gonna do 2 reps of the front squat, same weight that you just used for the clean and press, and then you will rest the entire remainder of the minute. So again, minute 1, somewhere between 6 to 8 reps on the double clean and press. Minute 2, front squat, just 2 reps. Then minute 3, check this out, you're back to double clean and press, but now you'll just do 2 reps there, all right? And then minute 4, front squat, 6 to 8 reps. So you can see by staggering the reps here, we're going to allow ourselves to get more rest so we can perform those heavier, higher rep sets, but also stay on the clock and take advantage of the efficiency of EMOM training. So that's a 4-minute block, and I want you to repeat that 4-minute block at least 3 times, but you could repeat it 4, even 5 times for an absolutely killer workout, and it's gonna be efficient, you're gonna love it. You can perform it at home on a desert island, doesn't matter. My name's Pat Flynn, Strong On.